Hey, it's Rodney Cutler, and normally I'm with Maggie backstage, but we're actually at a photo shoot for the Bubbles for Ratner, and it's our collection for fall. As we're always ahead of the curve, and a lot goes into these shoots. Everybody sort of sees the final picture, but I'm going to walk you through how we sort of pull it all together. If you take a look, the model on set, we're doing a fun branding video. She's got a Bubbles T-shirt on, and then we have Dean, who's filming, and then over here we have one of our previous looks. One of the hardest things is getting the lighting right, and especially for hair, because we want it to represent hair, but it also has to be a really mood. And here we have our super gang. We've got Jen and Anne Ratner, who started this company, and Diane. And it all starts with pre-production meetings. We'll talk about concepts, and then we sort of work on the casting, which is always tricky, finding girls who want to have a change and have the right look for the fall. But we've nailed it with the models this time. And here's John, the creative director, and like I said, the lighting's the critical thing. Jen and styling, who's doing all the styling. So you got some great outfits from
Christian Siriano, one of our alumni. Yes, he used to work for Anne in...
From 14 years old. Can you imagine? That was slave labor, I think, in the day.
He won Project Runway.
He is the mentor on Project Runway right now.
Right.
He's also a CFDA fashion designer and our friend, and was so generous to loan us these amazing show-stopping pieces. We couldn't be happier.
And we have Sharon, who's the creative director for Bubbles, and I know getting the branding right in the pictures is always so important. So what do you look for?
I look for, fun. I want people to look like they're having a good time. Because with a name like Bubbles, you can't be serious. Come on. And my byline at one time used to be, with a name like Bubbles, you got to be tough. But, you don't really need to be tough. You just need to be great and fun. And that's exactly what our branding has always meant to me.
Yeah, and the thing is, it's about the most interesting person in the room. We have to bring that through photos. And Sharon, we have to take this into education and train the hairdressers, right?
Yes. Okay. So, there's a lot going on today. We're not only getting our POP material, but we also are getting our technical part of the whole photo shoot, because we have to go out and teach these techniques, these haircuts, which is amazing. Yeah. So we're really excited. Yeah.
So we'll wander over to makeup, and here's our technical director, Steve. How are you, Steve?
I'm doing great. How are you doing, Rod?
Good. Yeah. And it's a hard job training it all through the network. And then over here we have Danny, who's doing makeup, who's just been shocked by the camera, but does a beautiful makeup. And no matter what we do, whether it's avant-garde, there's a whole element has to be beauty. So we have a shot list. This is all our little roadmap for the day. Sometimes we have to take a different path, because sometimes it's amazing. You think it's working and you have to readjust, because we have a plan, but sometimes it doesn't work and sometimes you nail it. So we have to be flexible, but it's really good to have a roadmap. So we have our inspiration. We have some of the inspirations for fall. So we're seeing a lot of accessories. We're seeing even some crimping, some braiding coming back. We're going to see a nice strong pixie and a real push for color. And over here is our clothes. And this is what I'm talking about. We have some beautiful outfits, and we'll just adapt and play around with it. What big this season is accessories in the hair. So that's something that we saw on the runway, and this is definitely going to play a really strong part of the collection. And then over here, I'm going to walk. You're doing good, Maggie. You haven't run over anybody. And over here we have Terry, who's in the other room. And Terry's our technical lead. And what Terry's doing is she translates all our inspiration into language that can be educated, right, Terry? Yes, she's busy at it. So she's sitting there, she's talking about what products we're using, and how we translate it from on set, from the runway on set, into wearable haircuts and colors that can be educated. So this is a critical part of the process. There you go. Good. So there you have it. So far so good. We've got 2 days of shooting. We've got 8 models. We've got 2 looks. If we push it, we'll get 3 looks. But so far so good, and I think we're going to have a great shoot. So bubblesalon.com and check us out. Ciao.